Yo, what's up? What's up, yo? It's your boy Butter here. Welcome to Real Life with Butter, Hooch Country. We got some stardom in the house tonight.
What a do, man. How are we?
Jake Banfield made his way down to the studio. He's going to be talking with me, interviews throughout the show, and we're going to talk about his new single coming up that absolutely blows my mind.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
We'll talk about that in a minute, but check it out. Everybody wants to know, all right? I've read all the stuff about you. I've seen you online. I've seen you doing your thing. Everybody wants to know. Tell us about your crossover. Tell us about your hoops game, man.
Man, I love how you started that. That is such a big part of my life. Like, first, dude, let me think. 18, 19 years of my life was straight hoops. Music was always in my ears, but that was not the plan. So I grew up my whole life playing basketball, and then throughout middle school, high school, and then went to college and got to travel around the world doing basketball. And now it's kind of crazy to see it like 360, and now it's traveling to do music. It's kind of wild. It happened quickly, but yeah, man, basketball is huge to me.
So tell me about your basketball career, because I got a few questions. Crossover, can you dunk? Were you a point guard? Were you a shooting guard? Where were you?
I was a point guard. I'm kind of a little stocky. I've kind of always kind of been a little bit stocky, so I like to kind of use a little power. I could not jump. Was not a jumping, but I could get this way. I couldn't go that way. So I was fast. And also loved to pass. I like being flashy. So, I mean, anything like, I know you've seen White Chocolate. I mean, that's just like that type of stuff. And then I all-stated in Oklahoma and then went on to play at Oklahoma Wesleyan and got hurt there. So that was when my career ended. But, I would say passing and the jump shot. I had a little jump shot on me because I was little.
NCAA tournament, March Madness. Are you following it?
Oh, I'm following it.
Okay, how many brackets do you have?
I did 3, and they're all doing terribly. So
who do you think's gonna grab the crown this year?
I got Houston.
Houston.
They actually have had a couple scares too, which is kind of scary. But I know defense travels, and they play defense, so I'm rocking with them. Who you got in this?
I don't know. I haven't been following it this year. I like Houston though. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I was a hoopster too, man. I had ball skills quick. Me and you aren't the tallest guys in the country.
That's true.
But, you know, when you got heart and you got grit and you know how to dish, man, hoops was so fun.
Dude, no doubt. Also, I think the Final Four, I know the Final Four is in Houston. So if they can get there, they're going to be playing in front of the home crowd. So I'm rocking with that.
Well, I always have thought that, and you see it with so many guys and gals that are in country music and music, but a lot of people had a sports background, man. There's something about that grind and that tenacity that comes from playing sports that translates into your music career.
Totally.
So I'm sure that you carry that, man. Moving right along, your voice, man. Instantly know who it is when you start singing. When did you know you had a voice? When did you know that singing was a possibility for you?
So I grew up in church singing. Like once a month I would go help, and it was for fun. It was like nothing, not trying to really even sing. It was never a career thing. When I knew it had a chance was when we went into quarantine and I started posting on TikTok and started getting some traction and people commenting saying like, this song is like changing my life, or you're literally inside my head, and the tone. And I was like, started building a fan base really quickly, and I was like, okay, well, this was a hobby, and now I feel like I'm kind of being able to change some people in the way they think and helping them speak out and helping them feel something. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to chase this. So it was literally maybe 3 years ago. Very, very, not long ago at all.
That's amazing. And I mean, you're almost at 1 million on TikTok, hundreds of thousands on Spotify. You've got 172,000 monthly listeners, man. People are connecting. I think you have one of those voices. It's immediately you know who it is, man. And man, it just hits a power to me. When you talk about your music and mental health and the single that you have coming out, Boys Don't Cry, kind of is in line with a number of sort of songs that you have. What led you to this message, and why are you such a proponent of speaking out about mental health?
Such a great question. I'm glad you asked it. It's huge to me, one of the biggest things. And I think what really made me want to focus on putting that message out there was being an athlete. Growing up, we're supposed to be like the strong ones, the ones
Right.
who are the jocks and the studs in high school and all that stuff, man. So having that taken away from me with an injury really put me in a dark space. And I know people go through much worse, but in my head, that was not easy to have the game taken away from me and just not playing it anymore. And I felt my mental health just going downhill. And I didn't know what that was. I didn't know why I was feeling anxious, and I didn't know why I was feeling the way I was until I really started like tapping into I need to be speaking out. I need to speak to people. I need to write a song and say what I'm really feeling because I'm sure other people feel this way. And since I saw people gravitate towards that when they were like, I can really feel this. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like you're hiding anything. I love that. And ever since then, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep putting this message out because people feel it. And it's huge to me. For people to speak out is not easy. And I just want to normalize it, make it a popular
Well,
thing.
I think you do it very authentically too, and there's a difference between talking about something and living it and feeling it, man. And I feel that connection in that line. And we're going to get to your new single here in just a second. I've noticed that you use piano as sort of a bass instrument in not all your stuff, but seemingly, a handful that I've heard.
Totally.
Is that the piano something that you play, or where did you come from that stylistically and production wise to go the piano route?
A great question. I don't play it very well at all. It was all church. Growing up in church, all we had was a piano. And so it's always been in my ears since I can remember. And I learned how to sing along with the piano from way before acoustic guitar. And it's just what feels really comfortable to me and my tone of my voice. I have kind of a deeper voice, and I love how low a piano can get and how emotional it can get just to get the feeling and the message across. That's why I love piano.
Well, I think it works for you, and there's not a ton of country acts that are using that sort of as like that bass element
Totally.
or the main sound, and I think it's giving you a distinction.
Thank you.
Clearly in that. What was there a moment with all of this from sports, singing, TikTok, and you felt this sort of momentum starting? Was there a moment that you could tell us that you were like, I'm going to Nashville? Was there a specific time that you were like, it's time to get up there? Can you share that with our?
Yeah, it's a great question. I gotta go back because I was making trips in LA. I had got signed out there, and I was doing trips out there writing music for really pop girls, and wasn't doing my music a whole bunch. And I remember saying up there probably 2 years ago, right when quarantine started, I was just like, I think Nashville makes more sense to me. I'm
Yep.
from a really small Oklahoma town. LA is the furthest thing from this. Nashville, I want to give it a shot. And I want to say it was like 2 years ago. And I was like, I asked my manager, can I get a week up here? Just book me up. Put me in anything. I don't care what it is. I'll write for other people. I want to work on a little bit of my stuff. And I came for the week. It was during the summer. And I was like, whoa, this feels a lot better. This feels a lot more like home. I was like, this is it. So it was about 2 summers ago. And yeah, ever since then, bro, I was like, this is awesome.
Well, everybody comes to Nashville on different terms, and sometimes it's a big leap of faith. It sounds to me like it just incrementally brought you here, certain successes, and that's a compliment to you and what you were doing that got you here. Boys Don't Cry comes out. Well, we're shooting this on a what is this today? Wednesday?
I think it's a Wednesday, ain't it?
So I don't know when you'll be seeing this, but March 24th, Friday.
Yes, sir.
So if you're seeing this or hearing this later, it's either out or you need to go pre-save it.
Heck yeah.
Boys Don't Cry.
Yeah.
Take us through this song because I love it.
Thank you, man, so much. It's probably the most important song I've ever put out, and probably one of the most important messages I've ever written. I wrote it with Jason Walker. It was just me and him. And that day, we wanted to we were like, let's do a message today through a song. What's been on our brains? And we wanted to, he had lost someone in his family, or I think it was a friend that had committed suicide and didn't want to speak up. And it really was hurting him. And I didn't know the person, but there was a guy here who had done the same. And we were like, this has to stop happening. We have to write a song where we can normalize guys speaking up about their emotions. Like I was saying earlier, when we're raised, it's like, don't cry, be the tough man.
Yeah.
Like you're good, keep it in. And it's like, that is just not right anymore. I mean, that's an old way. And it's like, men's mental health is so important. And I just want to put the message out that, like, it's okay for you to cry. It's okay to get that out. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you actually stronger,
right,
that you can speak about it. And so me and Jason just wanted to put a song out with a message that's like, dude, mental health is important. You are so strong for being able to speak up, and it doesn't make you weak at all. So that's all we wanted to do, man. It's just a message. I don't mind. I don't care what it does. I don't care how many streams. I don't care how much money. I don't care any. It's like, as long as people are getting this message, that they know it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's got that message, but it's also just such an infectious song. About 3 seconds in,
thank you, man,
you are hooked. And I'm telling you this, I've listened to the song, because it hasn't come out yet, so I've only listened to like the TikTok and the Instagram clips.
Yeah.
I've listened to it a million times. So, bro, I mean,
thank you, bro.
I wish you the best with it. I think this is going to be a song that just keeps bringing you to bigger levels.
Thank you,
and man, it's so awesome. You could do all this music in the studio. You could be on TikTok. You can be on social media. But at some point, you got to bring it to the folks live. I see you got a number of upcoming dates for April. You're out with David Morris.
Yes, sir.
Give us a little tour update.
Heck
Jake
yeah,
Banfield
man.
style.
So this will be my first time really going on the road doing consecutive shows. So we're going to hit Columbus, Ohio on Friday, and Pontiac, Michigan on Saturday. And then the next weekend we're hitting 3 dates. We're in St. Louis, Louisville, and Knoxville. So we're going to be on the road.
And how do you rock it out there? Are you full band, acoustic, piano,
man.
cellos? What are you doing?
So this first little tour that I'm doing with David, I'm just opening up, me and acoustic guitar into the crowd. We're gonna get together and get that thing popping before David gets out there.
Intimate.
That's it, brother.
Jake Banfield, intimacy.
Let's go. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'll bet it's still a party though, man. All right, we're gonna cook with butter here. Cooking with butter. Last segment of the day. Jake, when you're out on the road, you're going out with David Morris. You guys are on the bus, you're on planes, wherever you are, however you get there.
Oh, yeah.
You got a snack. So when you're out on the road, tell me what your go-to road snacks are.
Great question, dude. So I am a huge chip guy. It's actually
Chips?
like huge. So I'm going with jalapeno ranch Lay's chips.
Oh, that's a serious chip.
Love them, dude. I mean, I could eat them all day. Then I'm going with a chocolate milk from the gas station. I'm a big chocolate milk guy. A water, and I need a sweet. So the sweet would be Reese's.
Reese's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a mixture right there. Jalapeno chips, chocolate milk,
Come on.
candy, Reese's. That's
Yeah.
a lot. That's some good snacking right there.
Got a lot going on.
All right, Cooking with Butter segment here. Jake Banfield, what is your favorite go-to restaurant here in Nashville?
Ooh. Okay, so right by my house, there's a Mexican restaurant called La Terraza. Oh, dude. So they make their tortillas right when you walk in. You know when they're make the boom, and you know you're getting them fresh.
Ooh.
That is my favorite. They have great queso, great salsa. So I have to go there. It's smooth.
And where is that location?
It's like right near Antioch.
Right.
And we had to go find it. It wasn't like we just drove to it. And once we got in there, we saw them making them tortillas fresh. We were like, oh, we might be into something right here. It's my favorite place.
It's amazing. Jake Banfield's new single, Boys Don't Cry. It's either out now or it's coming out.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, go check him out. He's on the road. He's on TikTok, Instagram. Dude, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Hooch Country. Real Life with Butter, y'all. Till next time.
Woo! Peace.